Mr. Boston, another attorney said that they're not going to take my medical malpractice case because my injury is not permanent. What do they mean? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this really important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about some really important information. And this information deals with permanency, or the permanency of an injury, and why is it that some medical malpractice attorneys will not touch your case unless you have a permanent injury. All right, before I answer that question, I want to jump back and give you a foundation as to how do we prove medical malpractice cases in the state of Maryland. You have to be able to show that your treating doctor fell below the standard of care owed to you, causing your injury. And by injury, I'm talking about your damages, the harm that was done to you. You have to be able to show this. We show this, or we prove this, through the use of medical experts. That's right, you have to have medical experts who can give opinions as to just what I just talked about, that standard of care, whether or not your treating doctor deviated from that standard, causing your damages, your injury, or your harm. All right, so you have to have that to be successful in these types of cases. Why some attorneys are saying that they will not take a medical malpractice case unless the injury is permanent, they're saying this because what can happen is in some cases, the client can be what I call upside down. And when I say upside down, what I mean is that the cost to bring the case will outweigh the value or outweigh what is gained. And for some attorneys, they will not take a medical malpractice case unless the injury is permanent. Because when we're talking about a permanent injury, the value of the case goes up. And if the value is up high enough, then you can offset the cost of the case. So let's say, for example, you have an injury, you have a medical injury, and let's say that with lost wages and pain and suffering and all of that, let's say that the case is worth $100,000. I'm just throwing that out there just to give you an example of upside down and permanency, things of that nature. But let's say that the case is worth $100,000. If it is going to cost your attorney $80,000 to get you that $100,000, then you can see how that could be problematic. And at the end of the case, that's something that you would have to deal with, because remember, the attorney is going to take their fee out, the legal fee, and the costs are going to come out in a lot of instances. So that's why in some cases you can have some attorneys that are saying that unless you are dealing with a permanent injury, they will not take your medical malpractice claim. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about some very important information? Because I'm trying to give you insight into this medical malpractice process here in the state of Maryland. Maybe you're watching this video right now because you have reached out to other medical malpractice attorneys and you're confused about this. Well, they won't take my case because I don't have a permanent injury or a serious injury in some instances, what some individuals have told me. Maybe you're watching this video because you have questions about these things. Well, if you're watching this video and you are suffering from a medical injury and that injury is serious or it's permanent in nature, and you would like to talk with me further about what you have going on, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action will cost you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? To pick up the phone and give me a call. I could be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland medical malpractice and childbirth injury and wrongful death questions just like yours all the time, and I will be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.